Hello, everybody. Today, I'm going to discuss the another important topic, which is philosophy. Right? Under the topic philosophy, we will discuss about meaning and definition of philosophy. Then we will discuss about need of philosophy for the teacher. Then we will discuss about areas, branches of philosophy. After that, we will discuss about relationship between philosophy and education. Last lecture, we finished the education. Here, after studying the philosophy, we will discuss about relationship between education and philosophy, right? After that, we will discuss educational philosophy. And last, we will discuss about philosophy of education, right? So I start my lecture with meaning of philosophy. Guys, ये जो वर्ड है फिलोसफी इज डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम द टू वर्ड. दो वर्ड से फिलोसफी डिराइव हुआ है. You know, one word is philos and second is sophia. The meaning of philos is love and meaning of sophia is wisdom. Therefore, the meaning of philosophy is love of wisdom, right? The meaning of philosophy is love of wisdom, and wisdom is, you know, more than the experience. Wisdom is more than the knowledge. Okay, there is a one philosopher, Plato, जिसकी आप इमेज देख रहे हैं on the slide. Plato has said that, well, who is philosopher? Plato has said that he who has a taste of every sort of knowledge and who is curious to learn more and never satisfied is termed as philosopher, right? A person hai, you know, he has got a, you know, every sort of a knowledge, every kind of a knowledge, and curious to learn more, and he wants to learn more and more, and he never satisfies. It terms as philosopher. Okay, Bertrand Russell has also said that philosophy, like all other studies, aims primarily at knowledge, right? So next point is that what is the need of philosophy? Okay, so this is the most important, guys. What is the need of philosophy for teacher, basically? Okay, there is a one philosopher, Rene Descartes. Rene Descartes has said that it is not enough to have a good mind. The main thing is to use it well. I repeat, it is not enough to have a good mind. The main thing is to use it well, right? So here we will discuss about what is the need of philosophy, especially for the teachers, because you all are going to become teacher and some are already teaching. The first point is that the need of a philosophy is that to think, to speak, write clearly and critically, right? Critically means you have to assess critically, okay, to communicate effectively. Okay, second point is that what is the need of philosophy for the teacher? To communicate effectively. The third point says that what is the need of philosophy for the teacher? To form original creative solutions of the problem, right? Many times I have said that teacher should not only be intelligent, teacher should be creative also. Okay, if you are intelligent, you can teach one subject at a one way, one topic at a one way. When you are a creative, you have the creative mind. So then after that, what you can do, you can explain the topic in many ways. So along with the intelligence, teacher should be creative mind. Okay, and next, what is the need of a philosophy? To develop reasoned arguments for one's view, as well as to appreciate views different from one's own. If you know anyone is, you know, giving the view, okay, because you are teaching in the class, there is a lot of, you know, students. If anyone is giving his view, you should, you know, appreciate the view of the other. Okay, ye hame how we come to know when we go through the philosophy. To analyze complex material and deliver it in a simple way, and to investigate difficult questions in a systematic fashion, right? And guys, Rabindranath Tagore has also said that teacher should be a friend, philosopher, and guide. It was said by the Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, once you know about the philosophy, once you know about the education psychology, once you know about the teaching learning process, only then you can become an effective teacher, right? That's why this curriculum, this syllabus has come in the B.Ed course, right? Next, we discuss about what are the areas, what are the branches, right, of scope of philosophy. Okay, so guys, you always have remember there are three kind of areas. Okay, you can also say that scope, branches, or areas of philosophy. One is metaphysics, second is epistemology, and third is axiology. Okay, you must remember these three are the branches of the philosophy. Okay, what is the meaning of a metaphysics? So their metaphysics is the first branch of the philosophy, and this branch talks about the theory of reality, right? For example, what is God? Okay, from where, how this creation has existed, from where we have come, from where we have to go. If you want to know these all the answer, then you have to study the subject metaphysics, which is a branch of a philosophy, right? Second is epistemology. Epistemology means theory of knowledge. Okay, means it is a such kind of a branch which gives us about the knowledge. Okay, whether the knowledge is a functional, whether there is a end of a knowledge or not. So such kind of a knowledge we get by studying the epistemology subject. And third branch of philosophy tells us about the values, truth, beauty and goodness. Okay, मतलब values जो होती हैं, values when the teacher has to teach the value to the student, or teacher has to draw out of the values from the student's mind, right? So this is a axiology. Axiology talks about theory of values, right? I hope this is clear. There are three types of philosophy, branches of philosophy or areas या scope of philosophy. Metaphysics, which talks about reality. Epistemology talks about knowledge, and geology talks about values. Okay, now we will discuss one after the other in detail, right? So first we discuss about metaphysics, right? So metaphysics, basically it is a first branch of a philosophy. Metaphysics, as the word, okay, see the word metaphysics. Okay, it is derived from the two word meta and physics. Physics का क्या meaning होता है? What is the meaning of physics? Physics means universe. Physics means material things. Meta means beyond. Okay, the meaning of metaphysics, beyond this universe. The one who tells us beyond the universe, उसके बारे में जो बताता है, this is called metaphysics. Okay, अगर if you are studying the metaphysics, तो what would be the metaphysical questions? Metaphysical questions आपके क्या होंगे? What is reality? Does God exist or not? Okay, can we prove the God or not? Okay, are human actions free or are they determined by some forces outside of our control? What is time? What is the meaning of a life? Okay, guys, whatever you are looking, pond, rivers and each and everything, okay, whether they are okay, from where they have come, even sometimes we should ask from ourselves, okay, what is our reality, from where we have come, after 70 years, after 80 years, where we have to go. If you want to know these questions, so then you have to study about metaphysics, right, which is a first branch of a philosophy, right? And these are the metaphysical questions. Second is epistemology. Epistemology means theory of knowledge. Okay, this is the second branch of a philosophy which deals with the theory of problem of knowledge. For example, what type of a questions comes under the epistemology, how we get knowledge, right? From where we get the knowledge, what is truth, how can we know that, what are the sources of knowledge? Okay, if there is a one source of a knowledge or many sources of knowledge hai, these all are analyzed under the epistemology, right guys? And third is axiology, last and third branch of the philosophy, which talks about theory of values. Okay, और typical आपके axiological questions क्या क्या होंगे? What are the higher values of life? what are the principles of life, what are the importance of developing values such as truth, beauty, goodness in life, how we can preserve the values, इन सभी values को हम preserve कैसे करते हैं, right? Why, this thing is in your subject, because in the further coming lectures we have to study about the idealism, pragmatism, naturalism, so that these type of a concept will come over there. Okay, what is the metaphysics of idealism, what is the epistemology of idealism, what is the axiology of idealism? So you should clear about here in a philosophy, okay, what is the meaning of these all the things, right guys? Because these are questions are asked by the student, okay, and you should be clear. When your mind would be clear, the things would be clear, only then you can teach clearly, because we have studied under the need of the philosophy. For the teacher should think clearly, okay, and analyze critically, right guys? So education, now this education you already have done. Education is derived from the three word educare, eduseer, and educatum. We have discussed in the previous lecture. Again, with definitions, Rigved, Upanishad, Mahatma Gandhi, and Swami Vivekanand. Okay, these all definitions we have already done. Next slide, we will discuss about. Now here we have discussed about education and philosophy. Anna, what is philosophy, branches of philosophy, and what are the functions of the branches of the philosophy? Okay, in my next slide, we will discuss about what is the relationship between philosophy and education, right? What is the relationship between education and philosophy? Educations we have done little bit, philosophy we have done little bit, but here little bit we will discuss about what is the relationship between education and philosophy, right guys? So guys, one educationist, one philosopher, Ross, R-O-S-S, Ross has said that education and philosophy are the two sides of the same coin, right? What is education and what is philosophy? These two are the two sides of the same coin. One is implemented by the other. Okay, education and philosophy. These two terms are closely interrelated. Okay, if philosophy is a love of knowledge, then education is a acquisition of knowledge. Okay, to get the knowledge. Okay, and the most important thing is that education is the practical activity of the philosophy. Education is the practical side of the philosophy. Okay, so philosophy, basically philosophy क्या होती है? It is a theory. There is a philosophy is a theory, and education is a practical side of the philosophy, right? I hope this thing is clear to all of you. What is the relationship between education and philosophy? Education and philosophy are the two sides of the same coin. Education is a practical side. Whatever we have thought, we have made a philosophy in our mind. Okay, these all the things we do with the help of a education. We implement with the help of a education, right? For example, I tell you what happens, 10 years or 20 years back, what happened? One delegations of India, right, went to the America and Canada. They have seen over there is a lot of a computer education is going on. Okay, so they have the philosophy in our mind. We also have to implement the computer education in India. Okay, when they came back from America and Canada, so what they implemented, they have introduced a computer as a compulsory subject in the education. And what happened today? You can see that even a child of a 3 years or 4 years, he is working on the computer. Okay, तो वो जो फिलोसफी थी 20 साल पहले जो कनाडा और अमेरिका में जाकर उस डेलीगेशंस ने देखी, वो फिलोसफी थी, और दैट फिलोसफी इज इम्प्लीमेंटेड, और दैट फिलोसफी इम्प्लीमेंटेड विद द हेल्प ऑफ एजुकेशन, राइट? सो एजुकेशन इज द practical side of the philosophy. Okay, this questions comes 100% comes in the exam. Define the relationship of a philosophy and education. Okay, then with the definitions you can explain these all the points, right guys? So next we talk about what is educational philosophy. Okay, Now we have already done education, we have done the philosophy, we have also done the relationship of a philosophy and education. One more term comes in your syllabus, in your B.Ed syllabus, SEM 1, educational philosophy. Educational philosophy, guys, क्या होती है? Educational philosophy is the application of principles of philosophy into the field of education, right? Here we understand the meaning educational philosophy. I explain you with the help of example, right? Listen example carefully, all of you. What is our education system? Our education system is full of problems. There is a lot of problems in our education system. Okay, there is a syllabus problem, there is a teachers problem. Okay, accent of the teachers problem. Okay, one person has done the any of the class, 5th class, 6th class from the Assam, from the UP, and from the other side, and their parents have posted in the Punjab. In a Punjab, 6th class or 7th class syllabus is a different, entirely different. There are some other problems in the education system. So our education system is a full of problems. Okay, when we face these all the problems philosophically, with the help of a philosophy, with the help of a principles of the philosophy or applications of the philosophy, with the philosophical mind, we solve these problems. This is called educational philosophy, right? So now this subtopic has clear to you what is educational philosophy. When we solve the educational problem in philosophical manner is called educational philosophy, right, guys? Now in my next slide there is a one more new term, philosophy of education. Okay, many of the students get confused about what is educational philosophy and philosophy of education. So there is very minute difference between the educational philosophy and philosophy of education, right? You have already done educational philosophy. Educational philosophy is the when we solve the educational problem in a philosophical manner called educational philosophy, right? Here we have to discuss about what is philosophy of education. Okay, this philosophy of education is the study of education in philosophical manner, right? When we study the education in the philosophical manner is called the philosophy of education. Okay, yeah, or you can say that when we draw the drawn out of any knowledge, any philosophy from the educational institution is called philosophy of education. Okay, again with the help of an example, I explain, I clear this concept to you, philosophy of education. Okay, example kya hai? What is example? There was a one investigator. Okay, he has to investigate, he has to inspect the 10 schools. Okay, what was the agenda? He wants to see that whether what is the infrastructure of the school. Okay, whether the teacher are teaching in the school well or not. Okay, what is the result of the school. So these all kind of things the investigator, the inspector has to inspect. Okay, he has inspected all the 10 schools. Okay, after analyze, he has come to know that out of a 10 schools, the result of a 2 schools are highly good, and effective, and teachers are teaching well in that schools, students are getting up more numbers in that schools. So he came to know that what was the reason. Okay, these 2 schools are performing better rather than the all the other schools. So he came to know that कि वो जो 2 schools थे, उन schools के अंदर computer education जो थी, that was compulsory, right? So this philosophy उसके mind में आ गई, right? So what he does, he उसने जो कंप्यूटर का सब्जेक्ट है उसने कंपल्सरी कर दिया, मैंडेटरी कर दिया इन ऑल द स्कूल्स. ओके, तो उसकी जो फिलॉसफी थी, द फिलॉसफी ऑफ द पर्सन, फ्रॉम वेयर द फिलॉसफी ऑफ द पर्सन केम, फ्रॉम द एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस, right? So guys, when we draw out any philosophy, when we get any philosophy from the educational institutions, this is called philosophy of education, right? I hope this point is clear to you. When you will study this point, the things would be improve that, right guys? So next we will discuss about philosophy of education in the coming lectures, right? First we will discuss idealism, pragmatism, naturalism, and realism, right guys? Thank you so much guys.